Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to look downfield for him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8.
Herbert back to the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
That one complete to Joe Reed.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short pass caught by Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Open man is Reed. He's got it.
And he's in for a season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Down and goal to go.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down, safe back at the 13-yard line. Maurice Hurst coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Fourth and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him not get through.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 10, Raiders 0.
third down. Mayfield. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert down on 2nd down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. Hits his target, Hunter. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
11 more on that one and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. This is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Number 80. Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, Herbert. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. And it's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Next point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's the end of
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 34. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
There's a first down throw. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He's going to look downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
They run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach up? Herbert has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? This is a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
1st and 10 at the 40.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
13.
Herbert on 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
5-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking for his line back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Raiders.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete on the deep ball. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot from Mayfield here. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Chargers 45.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.